Hi guys, welcome to another episode of WOF. Yes, this is the next video since the not so big reveal. Yes. Last video I disappointed probably a couple of crowd members. Never mind. I couldn't promise anything, could I? Really? However, I am going to not fall out my chair and grab this box off the floor. Yes, a couple of days ago before, well, no, it wasn't a couple of days ago, it was quite a few days ago, before I went down to Wales for the weekend, and, well, a few days after that, I received a parcel of this, the Andre the Giant Super 7, with the singlet, the black singlet. Now, I have seen many reviews over the, was it the yellow trunks Andre the Giant of Super 7, and in all honesty, it did not look very good. And I actually forgot that I had pre-ordered the black singlet version of the Super 7 Andre the Giant. And yes, as the 8th wonder of the world, packaging, you will have probably seen in my last video, I still have the packaging from the black trunk version of the Super 7 Andre the Giant, which I actually have here. And in all honesty, the black trunk version with the blue boots, it didn't actually look that bad. It really didn't look too bad. However, I was a little bit nervous after I'd seen the yellow trunk version, and forgetting that I had pre-ordered the black singlet version, I was a bit nail-biting when I was summoned for payment. Well, not so much summoned for payment, but it was time to pay for the black singlet Andre the Giant. Now, I'm looking at it. I have already had a look at it, but I'm just looking at it now. Parts are actually not that bad, but then other parts are not so great. It's not the best figure I've ever seen. And that face there with the yellow teeth that looks like Snitsky with hair. Oh my god. That is absolutely terrible. So, let's have a goose at this figure up close without the box. So, let's just see how bad his teeth really are. I just tried pulling a part of the box out that I couldn't pull out, because it doesn't pull out. So, let's just pop. Firstly, I'm going to look at the really yellow teeth Andre the Giant head. Now, I'm not being funny, but where is the actual likeness of Andre the Giant apart from the hair and the sideburns? I mean, I don't think it's as bad as the yellow trunk version. I will admit that. It isn't as bad as the yellow trunk version. The yellow trunk version is absolutely terrible. I've seen pictures of it on the internet. I haven't even bothered buying that one, because I already had the black trunk version, and obviously I had this one pre-ordered. that I didn't know. This face, he looks worried. Why would Andre the Giant be worried? Seriously, the size of him. He looks kind of worried. Not the best of figures at all. Not the best of figures. You get swappable hands. In all honesty, I think the Super 7 figures are more cartoony rather than supposed to look exactly like them. They are quite cartoony, to be fair. But I saw this one was being released, and I actually really wanted it because I'd had the Super 7 in the black trunks, and I thought it wasn't too bad. Actually, it isn't. Honestly, I don't think that is a bad figure, to be honest. Some people would probably say otherwise, but I don't think it's that bad. So now I have Andre with the single strap singlet. The first thing I notice is that the top is actually movable. It's actually not moulded. I actually thought it was moulded on, but it's actually not. It's actually like I can't really describe it. It's not rubbery. And in all honesty, I think Mattel could learn from this figure, to be honest, because the vest that they put in the Undertaker figure was horrible. I had to take it off. You know, the one with the BSK. I had to take it off, and I bought a Jeff Hardy Ultimate vest top to go on it instead. So I ended up using that instead. In all honesty, though, getting back to topic of this Andre the Giant figure, it's quite cartoony. The skin tone to me isn't brilliant. It changes slightly where his pecs are, or moves, if you want to call them. It kind of like changes colour. This is where I say they are quite cartoony, because it's not. It doesn't look natural. It looks quite cartoony. So, but apart from that, for a figure review, this isn't. I would give this probably a 6 out of 10 of a figure. It's not great. But when you see that one as well, that one actually has a better skin tone than that one. And to be honest with you, I like this, but when it comes to the face, I think Mattel do better. But yeah, it's not perfect, but I do quite like that figure. It's got the same kind of stuff that you would get with Elites, or in some cases Ultimates. They don't really move a lot around the chest area. The legs, in all honesty, don't really move too well. Neither. You don't have the bit where that moves on like the WWE figures by Mattel. The boots move side to side, and then obviously you can move that. But yes, the trunks part, that's part of the singlet, and I think they were the same. Yes, they're the same on the other one as well. They are actually like not rubber. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not rubber like the vest top you got with the Undertaker. But yeah, it's not a bad figure, but it's not a great figure. It could have been better. But yeah, this figure is actually not too bad. So I might as well make this a... Yes, this is my wheelchair handle. I might as well... try opening this one that AJWF got me. So I will open this one. With this being Andre the Giant, to be honest with you, it's quite fitting to do a review on this one as well. And we will see as well, just by looking at this, the difference in face quality. Face quality is much better with the metal version than this version. Yeah. Not great, is it? Not great. But if we were to review this one, that's Mr. AJWF kindly got me because he saw it in his Smiths, and in all honesty, I'm glad he did, because I went to my localish Smiths. They didn't have any. They didn't have a single one. Nope, they didn't have a single. Absolute jack. So, to review this figure as well, I'm gonna put my handle back in. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep falling to the side. To review this one, I quite like this one. You don't tend to get a lot of the older stars in like their backstage kind of gear, but this is one of the first ones I've seen of the particular era that is actually in like backstage clothing. I quite like it. Andre the Giant, I actually remember this kind of suit that he used to wear, and yeah, it's quite a nice figure, that is. The head is really good. I can never get this thing to focus on it. Let's see if I can get it to focus. It has focused slightly, but it's not brilliant. But yes, the faces are much better than that other one. And the pink shirt, I actually think the colours actually set it off a little bit. I know that AJ got the Chase one, which was a bit, was it rock and roll wrestling? Cartoon series or something like that. He was more based towards that, but this is more based on, I think, when he was like backstage, and obviously you get the championship with it. Let's have a look at the championship. I've actually never seen this belt before, and I quite like it. Ooh, I quite like that belt. I quite like that one. Ooh. It's quite nice, and I like the strap. I like that blue strap. Wow, yes. I mean, I'm not a big fan of like silver belts, because obviously there's a lot of silver on there as well as the gold bits. But that one isn't too bad. It's quite a nice belt. I don't ever remember seeing it on TV, but I had to have that Andre the Giant. I had to have it, and I had to have that belt. I had to have it because it's something I haven't got. So I just need to find the WCW Rey Mysterio with the WCW Cruiserweight title. I was actually going to get it from Smith's the other day, and they didn't have it. No. And when I look back at AJ's video when he got me this figure, it was actually in the background at AJ's. No. Oh no. So hopefully I might get my hands on it, but if not, AJ. Yes, but yeah, great figure, not so great figure. Now, the only thing I need to think to myself is, what playlist am I going to put them in? Do I put these in the random figure reviews playlist, or do I just put them in season 2? which is 2023 videos. I might put it in the random figure review because it is quite random, because I have basically reviewed 3 figures of the same guy. A bit like the Bushwhackers. So, we'll see what happens. But until then, this has been me and Andre the Giant 3 times in 3 different forms. And that is it. That is me done for this video, and I will see you in my next video. Whenever that is. So, until then, I have been Captain Swoggle, and I am out of here. Yeah!